The Financial Times, who covers SoftBank really, really well, reported that Masa Son, the founder and CEO of SoftBank, owes $4.7 billion to the company, which again, the one he founded and runs. So this is some self-dealing, self-investments from him. Apparently, SoftBank fronted Masa Son money to invest in its own technology funds, but he is under no obligation to pay them for many years. Other thing here, he is also has to cover a third of the losses of SoftBank's hedge fund, which is one of the quote NASDAQ whale traders in 2020 and 2021. If we look at their second vision fund, the only investors are Masa Son and SoftBank. There are no outside investors like the Saudi investment fund. And lastly, Masa Son is now stepping down from operations. I know we're trying not to talk about SBF on this show because it seems all anyone can talk about is FTX, and we don't want to just have the cliched episode. But this is similar to that, and it's a larger company. I mean, the man is on full tilt. He seems to be a gambler with just in the public markets. Question here: if you see this stuff occur, is it immediate sell? Do you sell immediately, no matter how promising you think the investment is?
Yeah, I honestly forget that SoftBank's public.
I forgot about him over the last few months because they kind of just been manning around, and now and
The only time I
apparently
hear about him is when someone goes insolvent, and then I
you know
see
what
his financial backer.
you know what's crazy? I we're not making I wouldn't make any definitive statements, but I would not be surprised if SoftBank collapses, just given all the anecdotes out there. Again, not a definitive statement, but I wouldn't be surprised. You know what's crazy? The stock is up over the last couple months because he is implementing a huge buyback that no one else wants him to do. So he's really, really going full tilt here.
I think bull markets breed god complexes on people who don't deserve them.
The black turtle, they breed black turtlenecks.
Yeah, the Masa, you watch, if you didn't know anything else about him and you watched him speak, and maybe it's the translation, but you wouldn't feel inspired to invest with him, in my experience. He seems a little delusional.
Just a tad. I would be worried.
How many royal screw ups do you need before people stop giving you money?
Man,
and it's not like it's when he fails huge. Like, WeWork was a big failure. I don't know how much money they gave to SBF.
I think it was less, 250 million, but I mean, still, it's 250 million or something like that.
What were some of the other failures?
You can write. I mean, you can write down all their investment. I mean, any investment in crypto company that's not.
I guess Alibaba wasn't Alibaba their largest holding?
Yes, they had a huge position in Alibaba, which
is
down. They own ARM, which they were trying to sell to NVIDIA. Yeah.
Alibaba stock is down.
It's down a lot. It's down a lot. It hasn't been as bad recently, but
like 70% from highs.
Yeah. I don't have any other
uninvestable. I'll say it.
Alibaba?
China?
Yeah, well, that is true.
There was a period there, and this happens every single time. I say China's uninvestable. And then something horrible happens, and all Chinese stocks collapse. And I say, well, you know what? Maybe this is peak pessimism. And then something happens again, like some new announcement from President Xi, and I learned that China is uninvestable.
Yeah, just a little concerning. I know one of our idols and everyone else's idols, Charlie Munger, still likes it, but
really, did you watch that interview with him?
Yes, or listened. I listened to it, the replay. Yeah, the guy is still on fire. It was fantastic comedy hour, half hour. It was really funny. I was laughing.
The thing I find pretty entertaining is that he just can't like there's no mute button for him on Zoom. He just like interrupts in the middle of any comment.
Yes, yes. Zoom is not his. Yeah, but that's what he guys has to use these days. All right. Nothing more on SoftBank. I just thought that was a good topic, especially as it relates
Yeah.
to SBF. Let's look at the old likes here, see if there's anything on Twitter. You go ahead though.
Oh no, there's just some comments. Should we talk about SBF?
I don't think there's anything else for us to talk about unless you have something. I mean, that article with the DMs was a must read. Check that out on Vox. I'll probably put that in the I'll put that in the Sunday newsletter. I think he's acting like the guy from Training Day. You may have not seen that movie, but for those that have, just know he's acting. He's like, yeah, all I got to do is raise $8 billion within 2 weeks, and we'll be fine.
Did you see this most recent thing? Let me see if I can find.
That is what the recent hour. It seems like every hour something else happens. Didn't is that the Bahamas thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know what's real though. I don't know what's real.
Bahamas government ordered Bankman-Fried to hack FTX system and transfer assets to the Bahamas government account, according to a court filing. Bahamas Securities Commission has taken control of all of FTX assets for safekeeping.
That's good. That's fair. Oh,
Maybe
here's
if it's
something.
actually safekeeping.
Here's something that, and I know we like talking about sports rights and how it relates to media a little bit. Did you see that and you're probably very happy about this. MLS, I know you're an MLS soccer fan, and Apple have announced their subscription service for $99 each season. You get all the games, no blackouts, and the playoffs. And if you already have Apple TV Plus, it's only $79 a season. Do you think this is the model that some of these streamers might go after for these sports leagues? Because I think it's fairly smart, especially if you're trying to bundle stuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do like a monthly price.
They do. Yeah, they $15 a month.
Damn, well, it's quite the price hike from ESPN Plus. But the
But are you going to pay? I think you are, right?
I'll do some account sharing here.
Well, you're going to be on. You'll be watching through Apple TV, and they have no Their password locks are non-existent, right? So
there's some that are in. I think there's like some games that are included with Apple TV Plus, so you can get some free content either way. I don't know. I just sports rights to me, it feels like the boogeyman in streaming right now, because people don't want to do it because the leagues have all the power and the negotiating leverage, and obviously, and like the economics just really aren't that attractive unless you can cross sell them to something else that's like
you got to be
like able to do. But it's
well, I mean Amazon's able to do it. Apple will be able to do it. Clearly, they are not a pure play streamer. I think that's you gotta admit that you're just gonna be, not gonna make that much money on sports in general, but it can really help drive people because the audiences are captive, which is I mean, that's just huge. It's huge. If you